Hello all, I am Shrikant Mane from IBM. If you are one of those many Cognos customers currently running a new version of Cognos 11, then here is the opportunity for you to explore new things in your existing solutions. As Cognos Analytics certainly represents a brave new world for analytics professionals, from a seamless desktop mobile user experience to a unified development or consumption environment to a new and modern dashboard and visualization capabilities. Also, you will be able to interact with IBM cloud hosted services such as Watson Studio, machine learning, predictive models, natural language classifier, etc., all from the Cognos dashboard itself. So today we are going to talk a little bit and demonstrate the pattern, which is real-time prediction of telco customer churn using Watson machine learning model from Cognos dashboard. Now it is always a tedious task to display a real-time Watson machine learning model outputs from Cognos application itself. Now to achieve that, we need to have an external mechanism to invoke the model, pass the required input parameters, and finally the scores are written back to the database. Now Cognos by its nature reads the latest scores from the database and displays on the dashboard. So now you see there is a latency, meaning you don't really get the real-time scores. You will have to wait where your database has to run, only then the scores are being displayed. So now to avoid all that, the latency, or to bring the real-time nature into your Cognos applications to invoke these machine learning models. So the latest version of Cognos comes with custom control feature. It gives the capability to create a real-time dashboard where we can pass the inputs through a custom widgets, which internally invokes the model through REST APIs, gets the output and displays on the dashboard on the fly. For this, one need to build a custom control using JavaScript to get inputs and to show output as a chart or a table. Then this control can be imported into Cognos dashboard and gets the real-time in output. So in this pattern, we demonstrate to build custom control, integration of the custom control in Cognos, invoke the machine learning model from the Cognos dashboard, and show model output at runtime on Cognos dashboard. Now to demonstrate this pattern, we have chosen the telecom customer churn dataset. Now using this data and with the help of Watson machine learning model output, you'll be able to predict the most likely churn customers from the Cognos dashboard itself. And the telco service provider can take appropriate actions based on the output of the model, such as giving an offers and needful services that will decrease the churn rate and prevent customer attrition. In other words, we would be able to identify which customers are at risk of losing, and the telco service provider can make additions accordingly. Now look at the flow of the pattern here. First we build the JavaScript files which will build the Cognos custom control widgets. We place these files in Cognos web content /samples/JavaScript folder. And the next step that we do is we create the Watson machine learning model, which is going to predict the telco customer dataset, who is going to churn or going to retain. The third step is we launch the Cognos console in order to build the report. In the report, we consume these JavaScript files using custom control, and we provide the inputs. The user provides the inputs, which is a mandatory for the Watson machine learning model. Now, the next step, the fifth step, if you can see, the Cognos now invokes the Watson machine learning model through a REST API, and Watson machine learning model will give you based on the input parameters, it gives the output of it. which is nothing but the confidence score and the predictions. The predictions meaning whether this customer is going to churn or is going to retain. So whatever the predictions it is giving, it also gives you the confidence of those predictions. Here is a live demo of the pattern. Like we previously discussed that we launched the Cognos console and built the Cognos dashboard. So now we are trying to run this report. The report name is invoked WML, which is Watson machine learning from Cognos dashboard. So I click on run here, and this report should run only in HTML. So this is selected as run in HTML, and you see the output here. So the first widget, which is Telco customer sample dataset, it's in the list format. It's just the insights, and even the second chart, the packed bubble chart, even these are just the insights, which is the top customer churn using historical data. Now with this combination of the insights, and you also want the users or the customers, they wanted to see the real-time predictions of customer churn using WML, the Watson machine learning model from Cognos dashboard itself. So that's the reason why we have these custom widgets. The input form, if you can see, the user now has the ability to select the parameters, whether his gender male or a female, a senior citizen yes or a no, and do they have a dependence, and internet service as fiber optic or a DSL, and say contract of say 1 year, and the tenure as say 33 months, and monthly charges could be around $90. And when I just say click on this submit, which is nothing but now we are invoking the model, the Watson machine learning model, I just say yes, and the model will come up with the output saying the confidence score as 91%, and and the churn is no, meaning this with this data set that we have selected, the customer will not churn. Now this completes the overall integration or the demonstration of real-time predictions of customer churn using Watson machine learning model from Cognos dashboard dynamically. This is all happening in a real time. Thank you very much.